This man needs no introduction. Virat Kohli, absolute superstar, this guy. And doesn't he love playing here? 100 in each innings of the Test match here last year when he captained the side. 100 in the previous tour here. Just loves this ground. And he loves playing against Australia.
Yeah, he's a class player. Probably the linchpin of this Indian team. Traditionally speaking, he likes to give himself a little bit of time early in his T20 innings. He'll just have a look at a few balls, still be positive, and if there's a loose ball, try and put it away. But just invest a few balls at the crease before starting to really attack the bowling.
Shape there for Shane Watson. The Aussies will be glad to see the back of Rohit Sharma. They've had 3 opportunities. None of them were equal.
The wild things come from the other end and hasn't got it quite right.
Well, he's got the pace up, and that's why he's there. But the accuracy tonight, and I just wonder whether there's a bit of tension, a bit of nerves at play. I'm sure there is.
Oh, no doubt he'll be nervous. Good move from Aaron Finch, though. He's going for another wicket. He knows how important this partnership is for India. Virat Kohli and Suresh Raina. He's going to his wild thing. He's going to the wicket taker, Sean Tate. Statistics say if you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you're going to go on and lose 80% of T20 matches.
That's tight line, better.
Well, this is pace.
Slashed away, and it's going to race away.
We've seen so many go through that vicinity during the one-day series, but now Kohli's got the pace of Tate he can use, and he used it perfectly.
Yeah, he won't be intimidated by the extra pace of Sean Tate. That's an unbelievable shot. Not a bad delivery at all from Tate. Right on the top of the bounce. Slashes it away 3 point.
Half an appeal, but it should be wide, and has been called a wide.
Well, the Australian support here didn't think so. They thought it might have nipped the backside on the way through or something. It was a tight wide, but you get anywhere outside leg and those arms will come out. Yeah, just thinking about Watson. It's the thunder mojo that's got back into his game, I think, Huss.
He's been very, very good this season. Wickets at handy times, runs as well towards the end of the tournament.
Nice piece of bowling.
These are the 2 wickets for Watson. Rohit Sharma going for a big one over mid-on. Just inside edged it to mid-on, and then second one in the over. Beautiful bowling. Slower ball, took the pace off it. Couldn't believe it. 2 wickets in an over.
Tell you what I liked hearing from you is that during the Big Bash, he was talking a lot to the likes of Jart Callis, and at this stage of a career trying to improve, and obviously it did help a mojo.
That's fast into the armpit, and he's got it away fine. Brilliant bit of work from Faulkner.
Once again, you can see how pace bowling, it will get you jumping around the crease if it's on the money, but if it's slightly off, the pace can hurt you. The one behind point now, this turn to the onside, that nearly goes for 4. It was racing away.
Brilliant commitment from Faulkner. Yeah, that's the thing about Sean Tate. He can go for a few, but he gets you wickets. That's why he's so valuable in this T20 format.
Oh, that's bashed. Now that fieldsman's come right around, which is a good bit of captaincy from Aaron Finch. 50 up for India.
And see how Steve Smith is coping. G'day, Smithy.
How are you, Slats?
Nice and relaxed out there.
Oh yeah, pretty chilled, yeah.
Have you forgotten a couple of times that you're not meant to be captaining?
Nah,
It's phenomenal. It's a huge stage, big atmosphere, and he's just chilling out, relaxing.
Well, we first mic'd up a player 10 years ago, Ricky Ponting it was, at the Gabba. And they've been great to us ever since. I think we might have done it a couple of times with you, Huss, in the back end of your career.
Yeah, I didn't have it done too many times, I must admit. But it is great of the players to be able to give us some insight about what's going on out in the middle. Some of their plans, it's fantastic by the players.
What a bowling performance this is by Shane Watson, by the way. That's his second over gone, 2 for 5, 2 for 58. Oh, it gets through Faulkner.
And things didn't start too rosy.
Kohli comes down and just shells it over extra cover for 4.
Brilliance. The class act that he is. And what he's been able to do in recent times, he just nominates the area, the safe zone for himself, and then he works those feet into a position to get the ball there.
He's just played good cricket shots. There's no slogging. It's just good use of the feet. Pick the gap. Beautiful placement.
How good is it that Australia Day cricket's back here in Adelaide? It sort of came and went a bit, and I know that people of South Australia are very passionate about Australia Day being owned by the Adelaide Oval, and they've turned up in support of it.
Yeah, and I know that we can sort of rave on at times about atmosphere and how it's starting to look good. Looking very good indeed.
Bowling well.
Oh, goes upstairs. Put the protection back there. It's the man we're discussing. And just a single. 8 from it. 2 for 75. 8.3 and over they're going at India, so that's not too bad. 2 wickets is good after losing a couple of early ones. Dhawan never really got going at all, and Rohit Sharma was crashing it everywhere, but also desperate to get caught. He eventually did.
I think the Indians will be happy with that run rate. Over 8 runs and over at this stage of the game. Build a nice platform to really accelerate in that last 5 or 6 overs. Some good hitters to come, but Boyce is pretty canny in this situation.
Started this over well with a couple of dots. Just know that Virat Kohli won't put up with that.
Could bring about a mistake though, given that you don't want to let too many dots go through.
Comes down. There's a good bit of bowling too. Saw him come down and dragged it.
There's just no time out there when you're batting to take it easy, is there, Huss? You've got to be busy the whole time.
Oh, without doubt. Got to have probably 1 or 2 areas in your head where you...
Slapped hard and straight. That is a massive long boundary, and just the one. Again, Steve Smith. He's got a target on.
The crowd are certainly into this. High component of Indians loving shots like that.
Well, that's the first thing Travis had to find out, that this bloke latches onto things other players dream about. Kohli's quick eye, quick feet, quick hands. There they go.
Nice, Eddie boy.
Well, what an opportunity for Travis Head. We always say that when a young guy gets a chance to play for
Match you'll ever see.
Well, they can't get hold of him here, and he's hard to get it past. 3 sixes, back to back to back sixes to bring up his 100 and win that game on New Year's Eve. Never to be forgotten, from people who were at the ground that night. His first over for Australia. Maybe bringing a run out. No. Oh, it's sort of had a moral victory there, Cameron Boyce. Kohli's response to being a touch beaten in flight was to throw the hands at it and hit it for 6.
That's just a brilliant shot. Yeah, that's a good piece of bowling. He's got the superstar to hit over mid-off where you get less power, but he backs himself to take it all the way, and he does.
Again along the ground.
You'd be hard-pressed to explain to a Martian why there's a moral victory for the bowler when the ball goes for 6 off the middle of the bat. And it's because he pretty much beat him in the flight, and Kohli just had too much game. Even.
Nice.
Steve Smith did everything he could at the long off boundary to try and stay on the rope. Super shot. But look where this lands. Steve Smith takes that comfortably, probably 10 years ago.
A little bit of drift by Cameron Boyce. I guess dots of gold. There's 10 off the over, 2 for 98. Three fours and a 6 in 34 for Kohli. Rayner 22. They've got to go back to Watson. I said Boyce was going all right, 2 overs, none for 13. Well, Watson's 2 overs, 2 for 5. Get him on.
Changing the field, but Shane Watson, I think he wants his fine leg back for Virat Kohli, which means he's got to have one of his straight men up or his third man up. Looks like it's going to be his third man. Can't afford to be too wide here because Kohli will just run him down to third man.
Yeah, but they've created some big gaps on the leg side now. They've got 3 men protecting the boundary. Whitish, long on, mid-wicket and square fine leg. So Watson get 2 straight, off stump. Kohli loves flicking you to the right of screen. It's a hard gig for Watson. That one's gone to the man, and that's why Kohli's not happy.
That's exactly why Shane wanted that man back. He's got a smile on his face. Ball's going to be short at his body. He shoveled him round the corner. That fine leg was up just before that ball was bowled. He's annoyed. Watson's delighted.
Can do it best. Can the bowler do it really well? Or the batsman watch it on and glide it for 4?
Shane Watson's reaction here was brilliant. It was just like, that's too good. That's too good. I've got the third man up. I've bowled the ball I want to bowl to you. You've come down the pitch, but you're good enough to still run me down to third man for 4. It's just a class batsman, this guy. He picks the ball up so early, runs it down, and Watson just more or less says, well, that's too good for me.
Full this time, and that's where his protection is.
Target would have been below that.
Oh, that's smashed square of the wicket. And it beats the fielder, who was the man talking to us.
And it goes down to Bay India as well. That is a frenzy down there. Reminds me every bit as powerful an atmosphere as the India-Pakistan match in the World Cup. And the Indian supporters ruled that area.
Oh, it's short again. Warner's got to go left. He's given it up.
Now, David, it's Mark Taylor here, mate. Virat Kohli, have you seen enough of him this summer?
He's a phenomenal player, isn't he? Seen good touch. In this format, he gives himself time, and then he looks to go towards this back end. And at the moment, really need his wicket here. Otherwise, he can get away from us.
Dave, you talk about hitting your marks. What is the mark to Kohli?
At the moment, try and execute a Yorker if we can. Like that. That would help.
And then a bit of prayer.
That cheers for a 50. And it's come in 32 balls.
He loves batting here. Well, he loves batting, Virat Kohli, but particularly here at Adelaide. 6 fours and a 6 in that.
Another attempted Yorker. The full toss will do, as long as it's a dot. Yeah, I reckon South Australia will be able to pick him up for a song. Virat Kohli, get him in the Shield comp, no problems at all. Every time he bats, it's 50 plus. Richardson, third man's up. There's 2 men on the ring, either side of a third man position. Keeps it just in front of one of them. So he got out of the blocks with 10 off 3 balls. Now he's 11 off the 5 balls when, you know, we're thinking 10 and overs a lot. If Rayner can hit a 4 here, look out.
Now, I think Dave Warner's got it right.
Oh, that's gone past or got to Richardson, so he's worked.
Yeah, well, the thinking is if he's our best bowler, he better get one of these.
The semis. Oh, good short ball from Watson. He's mixed it up nicely, Shane Watson. Yorkers, slower balls, and the occasional bouncer. Into his final over, 2 for 15. These are terrific figures on a good pitch.
Kohli really whinging that it was too high. It was. Watson has a little giggle. Now, no more short balls because he's got the one legal short ball done. They bring fine leg up, and that man at square leg goes back. Watson can hit a length now. Endeavour not to get driven. Backs away, gets driven. It's well positioned as well. The placement is unbelievable.
The placement was brilliant, but how hard does he hit it? James Faulkner is down here in front of our commentary position. He had about 8 to 10 metres to move on a longish boundary, and he couldn't get there. That's how hard he hit that ball.
So he stays down and through it. Watch this, his head stays on an even plane. All his body weight is transferred into the stroke, and then it's the full flourish drive, that one, not the check.
Full flourish on the leg side. One bounce and it's 4 again.
Well, if you apply genius to sportsmen, you'd apply it to Virat Kohli. Some of his stroke play is mind-blowing. He's got strong wrists and this incredible eye.
This is drive number 2, or style 2, where the backlift goes over behind your back, over his front shoulder and hits his back. He's got that check one that Mark Nicholas was talking about, and he's got the hockey slap. He's doing this to Australia's best bowler. 11 from the
Kohli on fire, 61 from 39. The class act that he is. This is Tate's 4th and final over. And he goes the first one. He goes it hard, and he takes it for 6, Kohli.
What a player. It's not been Sean Tate's night so far tonight. Kohli is lining them up, picking his spots. Look at that wrist work. Just a flick. It has gone all the way too.
His hands are just incredible. The way he gets through the ball, he can manipulate it, he can turn it squarer than some batsmen. But it's the array of shots and the consistency in which he executes them. There's a good delivery from Tate, right up there. Can't do much with that.
Yeah, but it's proper batting too. And we talked about Usman Khawaja and the form he's been in, and he's just batting properly. This is maintaining your body shape at the crease and playing proper cricket shots with just sublime skill.
And he's so difficult to bowl to because he scores all around the ground. So through point, through cover, through the leg side, flick those wrists. Extremely difficult guy to bowl to.
So Rainan's got to try and keep it going. The last 5 overs, he's only at it at the moment, India, and that will take some chasing. Down the ground, it'll just be the one. It's not a bad result at the moment for the Aussies.
And up inside the circle, you expect another short ball.
And gave up the stumps. It was a good finish from Tate.
Reverse side, watching the different fields at this stage of the game. Third man's inside the circle, fine legs inside the circle, 3 men back on the leg side.
Looking for 2, he just checked the shot. And he times it perfectly. He just took the heat out of that so he could come back for 2.
It's really good batting. It's good bowling also from Richardson. Wasn't in the zone for Kohli to go hard, so he just checked his shot and just pushed it softly into the leg side to be able to get back for 2. Really good length.
It's the problem with this field, Huss, isn't it? As soon as you drop all your leg side back with a long boundary, that's an option they'll take.
Oh, he got a gift. Unable to get it past the man at 45. So good effort.
The big truck. Big rig Tate. He does not want that coming anywhere near him.
Yeah, Richardson's very, very lucky to get away with that ball. He was going for a Yorker, over-pitched, and going down the leg side with fine leg inside the circle. Brilliant work from Tate. Definitely saved a couple of runs for his team.
And he checks this shot. It won't hang in the air for long enough. Steve Smith, he's been busy. And another 2 to Kohli. He's yet to score 100 in a T20 international. Tonight might be the night.
You don't underestimate how much it takes out of the batsmen and the bowlers and fielders for that matter. You can see Kohli calling for a drink there. Got run so hard between the wickets.
Yes, that looks like a nice bat he's got in his hands too, Virat Kohli. That looks like an absolute beauty. Mind you, bloke hanging onto it's got a bit to do with it too.
There's a couple coming out of the middle, isn't there, JB? There's a few have motored to the boundary. He loves batting, doesn't he? He loves taking on Australia. He loves the conditions here in Australia. It's one of the real...
Whatever they get, hopefully we can chase it.
These two not big fans of each other on the field, Smudge. You're talking about Faulkner and Virat Kohli.
Yeah, they've had a bit of banter throughout the one-day series. Obviously, Virat's a quality player, but hopefully Jimmy can do what he's done so well throughout the one-days and close it off for us here.
We've seen some incredible stroke play, and you included this summer, Steve, but Kohli, he keeps impressing.
Yeah, he's a magnificent player, and he does it all around the world, so...
Really well bowled from Faulkner. Get it up there if you can keep it up there. And that Kohli back on strike. Kohli just moving that easily to the onside for 4. He goes to 82.
Geez, that's not helping Aaron Finch from Kane Richardson. The final leg comes up. The one place he couldn't afford to bowl was anything close to leg stump. For a player with Kohli's class in this sort of form, that's a gift.
So that now is his highest score in T20 internationals. That's better. Again looking for 2. And Rayner coming back to the danger end. I'm not sure what Richardson was doing there. It was a little bit lazy. Instead of getting behind the stumps, if he'd done that, the run out was still on.
Let's have a look at the side-on view of it. It was actually a good bit of work by Boyce, and the bounce throw looked perfect. So yeah, wrong side of the stumps. That's just a brain fade.
Yeah, there's lack of urgency. It's a real let-off. Oh, he's gone there again. So this time the man at deep square has moved around a little bit finer and will haul it in.
Problem is that the offside boundary, or the left of your screen boundary here, is the shorter one. This pitch is set towards the members' side of the ground, and it's so keen to keep Kohli away from that they've got a straight line. But with fine leg up, there's your trouble.
Richardson has finished his 4th over. Again, there was a temptation to work for 2, but Rayner got stuck at the non-strikers. So 14 for... Here we go. And that one has picked the man out in the deep. Dave Warner. It's gone like a rocket. Muscles it to the onside. They will come back for 2. And that's where it'll stay. 90 for Kohli. Brilliant once again. Dhoni 11. Great job. 3 for 188 is the score. As we say goodbye to our Perth viewers, you'll go to news, and we'll see you back here in 20 minutes.
It's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This man, Virat Kohli, has come to this country now and taken in all forms of cricket to this Australian attack at nearly every venue. He's just been incredible. So 90 from 55 balls, and at the other end, the master of short form batting, MS Dhoni, has come out and made 11 from 3 balls, and in the end those last 2 balls from Faulkner were very good. Just 3 runs. You could easily see them going for another 10 or 12, and that can make a big difference at the back end of a T20 chase.
Very difficult, isn't it, for the bowling? You've got three bowlers, Tate, Richardson and Faulkner going at more than 10 runs and over. Sharma got things going. That 31 from 20 was outstanding. Darwin unable to get going, but being able to come out and start the way Kohli did